Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant
10.
team pick. Dire team pick.
Invoker.
Bang.
Radiant team pick.
Outworld Devourer.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Oh!
Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Vengeful spirit.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Alright then guys, hello and welcome. Welcome as we got ourselves into the game. Things are looking good. I had a little bit of an emergency there. No, not like this. This is not what I wanted. I want to head into the draft. We need to get into this quickly because I had a bit of an emergency here with the mixing desk. Something got unplugged as I stood up earlier and I didn't notice. And things got a little bit messy, but it looks like we're okay. We're heading into the game, heading into the draft. PRIES up against COOKISS. My co-caster is here. Ryu, please save me. Please, dude.
There's no hope for you, man. You're already so far behind that there's no possible way to catch up.
There Okay, right, we're gonna do this. Lundred Desperate, Omni Knight, Gyrocopter, Invoker Bane, Earthshaker, Clinks. Hello, Oracle, Faces Void, Phantom Lancer, Nyx, Chen, Outworld, Devourer, and Vengeful Spirit. Fourth pick for Cookies. What's it gonna be? Ryu, give me the number, give me the name. What's the hero?
Well, it's gonna be Omni Knight Kappa, this band. Screw that, man. Omni Knight OD is the bane of every single pub game in the world, probably right now. I don't even know. But they need a hero here. I think Sven is pretty good in this situation for Cookies. It's really good against the Clinks. Okay, well, this is another good hero. That's probably gonna go on the off lane, though.
So, Cookies, they've not played, as far as I can see, competitive game for like the past week or so. The last one they had was against Wombat Gaming in WePlay, where they pretty much just demolished Wombat with the old Invoker, a bit of Flens on the Ember Spirit. But they do like a little bit of Legion Commander. He's pretty damn good on that hero. While Prius, they've been playing fairly consistently recently. You know, they've been playing up against Ad Finum, against some of the other sort of tier 2 squads. They're doing okay. They're doing okay. They're not kind of shocking or surprising anyone just yet. But the draft so far, you know, Invoker Bane, Earthshaker, they've got good lockdown control, they've got some good laning presence here. What does the Clinks give them against this Chen OD? I guess you can eat Chen creeps and you're not that reliant on your mana pool as the game goes on. But how do you see Clinks doing in the safe lane?
I think the biggest thing is having, you know, something to really burst down the OD, and the best way to do it is with like a BKB piercing ability. Also, he can take towers really fast here with the Clinks, and what I mean by that is the Clinks here, his searing arrows can go through the BKB of the OD, and normally that's their second item always on OD. Like you rush drums or your Rod of Atos, and then you go for this BKB, and then there's like not enough physical DPS to really burst down the OD, whereas Clinks, all you really need is like Escalator plus your BKB, and then you can stand man-to-man against the OD and crush him easily. And that's why we're probably seeing it up. Also, it adds, you know, a lot of, you know, map control and movement, right? It's like a bounty hunter, but even faster, moving around the map, and then it can clear up a lot of, like you said, it can scout out the Chen, get some easy solo kills, and I like this last pick. This is a hero that I tamper with a little bit, especially when you go against a Chen, a Broodmother, something that has a lot of summons, because you just ulti them and they can immediately just kill each other a lot, hopefully against the Legion Commander too, right? They have the duel, but what do? You just cold embrace them, and then that can counter it pretty easily.
Yeah. The Winter's Curse, like you said, great against summons, very good against aura strats as well. I know a lot of teams have been picking up Wyvern against your Beastmasters, your Vengeful Spirits, things like that. Juggernauts with the good attack speed definitely get taken out very quickly by the Winter's Curse. Gareth Mage is the final pickup here from the old Cookies, and I guess they've got that dual into Mystic Flare combo that they're looking for, but it also offers them a good way of harassing out the Invoker mid.
It's gonna be interesting to see where everything like goes in this situation, right? So it looks like the core Venge now in the situation, so they really want to put the pressure on early. And normally it's kind of weird saying that, right? You have this OD, he adds a lot of pressure into the mid game, but I mean, sometimes you don't even get to the late game, right? Because he just stomps the crap out of everybody. But yeah, if he has like a refresher plus anything, oh man, he's very scary to deal with. But whose lineup do you like more right now? That's the question.
I feel kind of 60-40. Cookies are the 60-40 of the Prius. I just love Chen for Cookies. OD is a great hero. Venge, you know, combos up very nicely with the Chen. You stack up these auras, you get yourself all tanky and beefed up. Have they switched things around here? Oh. No, they're doing safe lane Venge. They're doing safe lane Venge. Well, of course. For some reason, I looked at the Venge and was like, oh, Venge support. Just off the top of my head. And I realized, no, there's a Chen and a Scar. What the frick am I talking about? But, yeah, you add in, you know, Vengeance Aura onto the OD. You've got this pushing power from the Chen. Wave Clear from Prius. They've got the decent amount from the Winter Wyvern. Earthshaker does okay. But it's going to be difficult holding onto your tier 1 towers as this dire team, I feel. And if you can't do that, then there's this massive influx of gold into the Legion Commander. You know, Legion will do okay in lane, can buy an Iron Talon and farm the jungle. But if you get that massive influx from the bot and mid tier 1s, maybe even the top tier 1, depending on these Chen rotations, that Blink or Shadow Blade or the Tread's Blade Mail, which he does like to go for as well. I think Tread's Drum's Blade Mail is his build of choice into then your mobility, your Shadow Blade, your Blink. And Kezu should have a pretty good time this game, but we'll find out.
Oh, Rip Courier, baby. Oh, we're good.
Eskel's getting piloted in mid, right? This is great. There's a right click down by the Moonshard Bane Elemental. And this Invoker, Exort first. Was that a courier snipe attempt? Yeah, Zenigata is actually looking over there with the Winter Wyvern, but let's have a look. Pablo Gaming Scarth Mage down up against this Pone Earthshaker at bottom lane with Cookies. Playing this one roll Venge. Glenn's going to be sitting alone, but Eskel mid OD is alone against the 1v2. Bane plus Invoker. Boys, tell stories about the man. Left style is going to be farming it up. He's got himself a smoke already. And Kezu's in a 1v1 against this Clink so far at top. But Zenigata will come and help out his buddy with also the Bane to zone this bad boy out.
Yeah, that's the problem right now. Kezu, he's could be in trouble here, but the thing is he didn't put enough pressure onto the lane, but the creeps are coming back in his favor here. So he could have probably got level 2.5 in this situation, but he didn't know where the supports were, right? The Bane and the Winter Wyvern, he was kind of hiding. And so this is...
Happening, Ryu. It's happening. I thought Steph Style misclicked. He didn't take the Satyr with the blast. There's a kill down the bottom lane, but I don't care. I'm going to watch the Purge creep. The 5-second Purge with a 3-second cooldown. It's disgusting. It's annoying. It's going to kill off the Bane. They find a kill back on the Bane. Down at bot. They got the first blood on... oh, who cares? Earthshaker dies. Whatever. It's a Venge plus Scar. They've got plenty of damage between them. But Steph Style... that Purge creep. We've seen the videos. We've seen the little YouTube clips and all that nonsense. This little devil is a bastard. Absolute annoyance. 5-second duration Purge. Look, Invoker, where are you going? Oh, that's right, you're not going freaking anywhere. You're just gonna die because you can't bloody move.
And bottom lane, they got another stun, and it's dead everywhere around the map.
Thanks,
This is, yeah, too easy. Oh, my regen. No, give that to the OD. But at the same time, Moonshard should make a play for this. If he didn't check the rune. That's kind of questionable. Normally, want to always check runes at least. And now they're gonna save it here for the OD. That's crushing for the mid lane. Invoker already set behind now. Oh no, is he going for it? He doesn't have sleep. That's like the biggest thing from this Bane. It's like, I'm level 1. I'm a walking creep right now. Sure, I can do a lot of damage with my brain sap and trade right clicks, but now when Cookies are like, what's their levels looking like? They have level 3 on all their heroes, it seems.
Oh yeah.
They're good. They're looking really good.
5 of the top 6. It's all green. It's all green from here for Cookies, honestly. They have bossed out this laning stage. They've got Chen farming jungle. Where is... okay. Kezu's now farming in the jungle as well. He's had enough of the Clinks up at top. He'll just give the Clinks a little bit of free farm. As the Legion Commander with the Iron Talon. Be efficiently farming through here, then we start to see the progression and the push into tier 1 at bottom lane because Earthshaker, you got level 2 Fisher, but you're not going to be able to stop this super hardcore push in, and you're not going to be able to stop yourself from dying. With Lens landing the stun and the damage from Pablo, going to be clearing up the Earthshaker. This Pone ES is just dying time and time again. Not the greatest laning stage for him.
Yeah, he's underestimating the stun of Venge drastically, especially when it's a core here. Starting off of boots in the Basilis. Like, this is so much damage coming already in from the early stage here, and now they're going to be able to push down this tower most likely, unless they have a TP support from the Wyvern. Like Zenigata, he's only level 2, he can only really spam out 1 Splinter Blast, maybe 2, but this tower is gone.
Yeah, you look at the Earthshaker, he TP's in, he's instantly forced to pop his Clarity, just try and get himself another Fisher. It's not the best time for him. It is not the best time for him at all. Tier 1's gone, Chen creeps still keep on tumbling through. And this is what I'm saying, man. The gold comes straight into this Legion Commander. You know, you're farming jungle nicely. 20 last hits, you'll go up to top to try and clear out the wave here as well. You've got 1 overwhelming odds. Probably going to be able to stop this push a fair amount. Oh, I should have saved it for the next wave. Another wave coming in. And the push is just going to continue into this tier 1. Straight onto Kezu as well. Slowing him down is Zenigata's Winter Wyvern. But just look down at bottom lane. The freaking Chen army. Tier 2's dropping. Glyph is forced on a tier 2. 5 minutes into this game.
Welcome back to the TI2 era, TI3. Chen, baby. Chen Enchantress pushing down towers fast. It used to be like with Luna or something back. But now it's the Vengeful Spirit making her, appearance. And that's just way too easy here. And this is sure top lane. I mean, they're putting a little bit of pressure on here, but that's so many levels coming over to Legion Commander now, and it's still 5-0 right now for the side of Cookies. They're just playing so well.
Look at where the Invoker is. He's been relegated to jungle farming. OD is just sitting in mid lane, free farming. Let's go back to last hits actually. 26 and 7, not as great as the Clinks or the Vengeful Spirit, but Invoker is lagging behind a fair amount. His bot lane has been completely cleared of buildings, of creeps, of any signs of life. And PRIES, they've got a lot of work to do to get themselves back into this because you just know. And here it comes. Chen moves towards the middle lane. This tier 1 mid is going to be forfeit soon as well. Look at this great Observer Ward watching across. Not at the Invoker, but he's got the Spidey senses tingling. He'll back himself away. He's also got an Observer Ward actually watching out for the Chen's rotation, so it's not just
Yeah, no
Spidey
Spidey senses. You lied. Yeah, and then he dewarded it.
I get the D-Ward at least. My voice cracked a little bit.
It's because you're hungry. You need that food.
I'm super hungry. I should have eaten earlier, but what the hell. Hasting up at top. Who's going to be taking it? Winter Wyvern getting ready for S skill. Is the Astral down onto the Wyvern, and he saved himself from a sticky situation. Looks like Zenigata still wants to try and flap his wings a little bit further forward, but the Arctic Burn's over, and they're looking for the mid lane trap forward. This Invoker, he can ghost walk himself away, but he's waiting, biding his time in case he can play back aggressively into this OD.
Yeah, he was forced to go for this 1 point in Wex. Normally in these situations you don't want to. You want to get up those Forge Spirits as much as you can, but he was forced into going this Wex because of the OD and how much pressure he put out. So he needs to have that Ghost Walk available at all times. And I mean, the only people who can really make space for them is the Clinks. He just got level 6. Now you can see he just TP'd bottom lane. They saw the TP and he went. So if he dies here from Flynn's, that's just a huge misplay from him, but he's gonna TP. You should just, at the same time, he doesn't really need to TP top and push it, but, because then you might need to save it still to defend bottom lane, but still, like, they don't have any push, so the good play would be for Flynn's to TP mid or TP top and just push the tower, set up a kill. He could swap the mid lane here, and they could easily push down because they have the Chen here.
Yeah, they saw everything. They saw the Ben move, They saw the Bane move across from the side. They saw the TP in from the Clicks. Everything is just signaled here before it even happens for Cookies. They're going to get ready for a smoke or something. They've got one on the Scarth Mage. They could go play aggressively. There's lots of squiggles drawn on the map. And they're going to find the Clinks. Pops his Skeleton Walk, runs himself away. No dust on the Scarth Mage just yet. Pablo going to be thinking about that one though. Chen moves into the sentries and observer wards. Arcane Boots already up, Mech still a little bit distant. But as soon as these tier 1s start dropping mid and top, that's where the real gold comes in. That's where you start seeing the Chen get that mech. You see your Legion Commander, 1600 gold saved up. I'm still not sure where he's heading for this. I know he does like the Blade Mail after treads, but it could be just a blink rush. If you can blink in onto the Invoker or the Clinks. Oh, sure enough, there's Winter's Curse, and there's Nightmares, and there's Fissures and stuff to try and stop you. But that's not coming until Bane and Winter Wyvern hit level 6.
This Hellbear Smasher did die. That's a swiftness aura of 15. They should definitely keep it alive here. They can even send it back to base.
Up to the top, Kezu wants this dual damage. They're going to dive in deep for Zenigata. There's no TPs coming through. And with the dual down, Mystic Flare will do a good amount of damage, but I don't think it's going to be a win. He turns around and gets a good back. Still going to lose his life. Actually, down at bottom lane, they find the Clinks for the DDOD.
Yeah, easy swap setup coming in. And he's just way too aggressive. Like, this is the problem with having a Clinks as your only ability to push towers, right? You have the Invoker, but he's got shut down so hard he doesn't even have his Midas. He has 0 levels right now. He's only level 6. He needs to get these levels up so he can get the Forge Spirits online and help out the Clinks for pushing. But when you're against this Chen, yeah, normally you're going to be in the situation where you can maybe get 1 tower and then you're going to lose 4 or 5 as a trade.
1,000 gold saved up for the Legion. Looks like it will be that blink rush, and this reaction from PRIES looks a little bit slow. Not going to be able to catch anyone just yet. The TPs are coming through. This could be a 2-man fixture if he just lands it onto them. Oh no! That could have been gorgeous from Pone, but just off the money. Half a second too late.
I just feel bad for him now, because they really needed those 2 kills. If nothing else, just to get on the board, right? You don't want to get stomped completely where you get 0 kills in the game. That's so demoralizing. You just like have that in the back of your head when you scrim, or in your next games you're like, well, we couldn't even get 1 kill.
that morale boost. They're leaving the bounty rune here so they don't get spotted while they're smoked up. Well, they're walking into this Echo Slamming Earthshaker. It is level 7, but PRIES, they've moved over to the west. Zenigata might be the one that gets caught out. The smoke will reveal the Chen creeps are here. The Fisher will have to fly. Pone gets in with the Echo onto Eskel. Sunspring is good as well. And that heal from Stefan, not enough. Massive kill out for PRIES onto the OD, but this might lead to the death of multiple heroes that swap back into the duel, and they'll get revenge. Sweet, sweet vengeance. There's 668 victories for Kiev on this Legion. And honestly, that kind of feels worth it. You know, it's a good kill for PRIES, but you're shutting down his Clinks, which honestly is one of the best ways for this dire side to get back into the game, and his item progression has halted.
Yeah, they're just not making any trades across the board too. Like, they just got the Invoker Midas flown out to him mid lane here. They can even set up for Moonchar. He's not even level 6 himself. He might die. Oh my goodness.
Oh, straight up just bloody Scaraf Mage, right? Nightmare
Sleep.
himself. Nice.
Denied.
Kazu just barely missing out on that kill with the overwhelming odds. Sliding Bane. Uncle Ben is dead. Gone. Done for. Cleanse is up on this top lane with drums, treads, the tanky ass, vengeful spirit. I wonder, will they be able to see this Clinks, the Fisher? Runs down off the Chen. Sunstrike. Oh. A mark there. Not going to get the kill onto the Chen as Flens is being chased out. There's another enchant totem and a Fisher in 5. TPs are coming through thick and fast from Cookies. The turn back with the magic missile to slow down its advance. Just look at this wrap around. The net is closing. They're going to do some good damage onto Flens, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They don't have the control of the lockdown. Winter's Curse comes through, forcing Eskel to fight into this. But look at where Kezu is. Blink in, duel out. Dead Earthshaker, dead with Survivor. And you know what? I think the Clanks just died as well.
There's too many dead bodies to count. I can't. There's too many skeletons, man. I can't see whose is whose. All I know it's one side dead and one side not.
12 to 2, 12 minutes in. A kill a minute just for Cookies here. And that's another 2,000 net worth swing. PRIES not looking so pretty right now. As we take a quick look at hero levels, you were talking about the Bane sitting at level 1 for a good 3 or 4 minutes. He's still not level 6. And net worth wise, 6k, Vengeful Spirit, loads of money. 5.4 over on the OD. This Invoker is caught up decently with a Midas back into drums. But there's still some time to be built up here. Still some space that needs to be created just to get this Clinks the room to maneuver. Because you look at all these towers, the Clinks likes to slip in between towers into these little nooks and crannies to find the supports that are waiting in the trees. If there are towers still standing and TPs to react, there's no way he can do that.
Yep. And the biggest thing this game is just, the Bane was rotating out of his lane before he got level 2. You really need to have that sleep when you're rotating around to either save people or set up for kills. You also really need to have the Earthshaker not dying so much early on when it was just a dual lane, right? It's Venge and a Skywrath. Sure, they have a lot of DPS, but you have Fissure to walk back the wave and really get some easy, 1 or 2 levels here, and then maybe just rotate around. You have a Invoker here. You can set up a Fissure onto the OD and maybe get a kill, but beating too much early on, it sets up way too much. And map control is what Cookies is all about. Once you start getting all the towers down with the Chen, it's just so easy to do these plays. As in taking the Roche.
Oh. This guy, he holds the Dire's game in his hands. Like I was saying before, he is kind of the key here. He is the guy that's going to get the Dire back into this once he gets his items up and running. But what is his next item, Ryu? Going back for Orchid seems a little bit awkward. Going for the Desolator build, maybe not the best idea. Like Solar Crest, Medallion.
Nah, you have to go BKB now. Like there's no other option. Yeah, I kind of like the Solar Crest idea for the Legion Commander and the OD, but yeah, the only way to really fight on the front lines against all this burst damage and even stuns, silences, they're just way too much. You have to get a BKB first, and that screws up the Clinks. You said you can't go for that fast Orchid to get free kills around the map, free Desolator to help with the Roche top lane. We got the duel already, and he's dead.
Like he's in a lot of trouble. Will they get the win? No! No!
But half a second.
Barely out of the duel before
So
he dies.
close.
Although Pablo, he's got his veil completed. Kezu,
Dead?
the blink. got mid lane, you're right, Glenn, he's life stealing pretty nicely off this with the Aegis of Will popping, they'll turn and fight, and now the OD slams him with the Vibe, he's got the Eclipse to drop them both, a double kill, again for Cookies. Eskill's OD with that Rod of Athos, long ass range, Moonshard, gotta scurry yourself back to base or else you're dead as well, buddy. Bot lane, there's a little push in from the Invoker trying and maybe drag this Cookies lineup away from the mid tier 3, but it's not gonna happen. This is a high ground commitment from the Chen Venge. Super hardcore push lineup, 15.5 minutes in.
Yep. Trying to figure out how they hold this high ground, and I'm just not seeing it.
Blink Echo, they need Invoker with, a Tornado Meteor, but 4-1-4, he's got the double forge, he doesn't have any points really into that Wex. This curse is good onto Eskill with the Sunstrike there. Is it time? No, it's not.
No, it's not time.
Through with the Death Class Meteor, they've actually been able to kill off one and now two. Lens is gone. They've held their high ground and Kezu's got to run, got to hide, got to try and shoot himself out. This is where the fish is good, blocks him in, holds him in place and gets rocks. He's got damage from the long range. Question is, can Kezu get the movement speed he needs to get this Blink back off cooldown? A couple of seconds, run back into the trees, hide yourself away, Blink, he's got stunned, got by something. Caught off guard, the cold snap from Invoker just catches him. And that's a good 3-man takedown, Rack still standing. And Cookies maybe a little bit overzealous there, but even we didn't see that play coming in from Prius.
Yeah, it's just all set up by the Winter Wyvern. I mean, it puts, they were all grouped up in a really good situation where they all were forced to attack. So that was an amazing play coming in from the dead Winter Wyvern. Oh my god, Veil already on the Skywrath page. They might be able to get a return kill here.
Got enough damage, and the fact that Click has just come out of Invis, Eskill, he's got almost free reign to be able to take him out, but there's an Earth Shield.
He went back to share the damage, but it's still only level 4 in Exort.
Atos with the sentry here. Pablo has no more reveal though. Left style throwing his dust out. It's not quite going to catch onto the Clinks, but this is going to be another commitment up at the high ground, knowing the Echo Slam is down. Knowing that Invoker is unlikely to be able to control this team fight up again, and Winter's Curse, the big thing that started it all off for them. On cooldown for 30 seconds. If they're going to go, they go now.
This is the situation where you would really like your Venge to have had that Aegis. So Prius, they did kind of a good job taking that out, because if they had it there, you could maybe have the Venge still staying on the back lines and then swapping somebody out, and then or even be on the front lines and then have OD stand in the very far back and then come in. But no, it's still looking really good for Cookies. They can still wait for the big items. Once OD does get the BKB, as we were talking about, he's got like 2k right now. So they have vision of the Clinks, but just gonna scurry away. And yeah, that's right, Medallion here. I guess he really wants to go for that Solar Crest, like you said. It does help out a lot with the evasion and stuff, but if you get locked down, you're screwed, man. This could help though. Clinks versus Chen, round 1.
Go and fight though. He knows the Skywrath Mage is waiting over to the wings, and this might be the juicier target. 7-0-3 on Pablo Gaming. This is a massive scalp to take if he can just get the positioning right. He pops himself back into Invis, and they know he's there. They know the Clinks is around, so Pablo will have the rest of his team come and hug him as close as possible. 4 heroes from Cookies all up at this top spot, as Clinks gets himself the hell away from there.
Yeah, there we go. Blink Dagger now for the Earthshaker, and this is what we really needed to see. If they can get caught off guard once again, they could be screwed, but they need to make sure they time everything right. We saw the synergy between the Sunstrike. He tried to do it after the Winter's Wyvern Curse, but it was like half a second too soon. It could happen again for the Earthshaker Echo Slam, so have to be very careful with these big ultimates. If you miss any of them, it's pretty much over, right?
Yeah, I think if you whiff one ulti, it's game over. Or maybe not necessarily game over, but you're going to lose a lane of racks for sure if you fight inside of your base. At least Prius, they're going to be able to take down tier 1 mid. Oh, maybe not. TP's coming through from Eskill, as well as Kezu with this armlet now up on the Legion Commander. Able to force that little Clinks back a little bit further as he's sniping out and looking and hunting for this courier. Ghost Scepter Dust. Oh, he's not going to go for it. Doesn't commit. Up at top, Chen and Venge. Cookies are doing so well walking around in pairs. The Clinks can't find a single hero alone to try and take out.
You got the OD.
Chen now. Venge is being sent back to station. TP, step style, stunned up, swap across. They're going to be able to take out the Chen. Oh, man. That Venge. Interesting swap ball down at bottom lane. It looks like there's another fight altogether.
Oh, I thought you were here. What is going on? Oh, my bad. I could have commentated on that one. But what happened top lane? I'll tell you what happened bottom.
No, saw what happened top. You can just tell what
Oh,
happened.
okay. Well, what happened bottom lane? There was a Fiend's Grip set up onto Cookie, and then Deafening Blast and Invoker, you know, throwing all of his spells at OD. He got down to 400 HP, and then he just Astral himself. And then he got the immediate duel off like 2 or 3 seconds after the Fiend's Grip. So really good job from Keizu finishing off the Bane. So that was a good, nice skirmish there in the bottom lane.
At least they were fighting away from their base down at this bottom spot near that tier 2. And not outside their racks. And this Scarith Mage, 803, Pablo knows he needs to keep this streak all to himself. The Ghost Step is going to allow him to survive through the Clink's barrage of arrows firing from that strafe. Flens, slow down a little bit in the farm. 8.5k, overtaken by both Legion and the OD. Still though, 1800 HP with lifesteal as well, sitting over in the stash. Drum, Sanj, Strength Treads, plenty of stats. My question is, do they wait for next Roshan to go and take high ground again?
Yeah, yes and no. If they can find some good pickoffs, they have one vision kind of scouting out where the Invoker is farming right now. If they can go somewhere else or go anywhere, they can get a nice pickoff and then transition to either a buyback or a Rax. But yeah, they don't have to be too worried as long as they're, you know, out farming the enemy, right? You just want to make sure you're keeping Priest in the base, pushing out the lanes, you have the better map control, and then you can just wait for Roche or go for the smoke play.
Now, Cookies just utilizing that map control you're mentioning to try and farm themselves up a little more efficiently. Prius, they've smoked as a group of 3 with Invoker and Clinks both a part of this. Actually moving forward onto Eskel, he doesn't realize there's a Pwn Earthshaker waiting across to the side, but equally, Prius doesn't realize that Cookies are all waiting towards this Ancient stack, and they're going to smoke up themselves. They'll walk into the Clinks, they've found him, spot him, no invis, he gets the duel off with the damage output of the Scarlet Mage, clears him up, and this is going to be a fight that Prius are going to be forced to take. Their Blink Echo Slam does nothing, and with this Winter's Curse played down onto Pablo, they might be able to bring down the Scarlet Mage, but it's not enough. Definitely going to go to Eskel, will try and take him down to half HP, but he's still got the Eclipse to drop. And Invoker man's up to fight, but I think it's all over. 5 dead from Prius, and Cookies completely wiped them.
That Venge Swap saved a lot of the damage coming out. And I can't believe they still wanted to take the fight though after their Clinks just got blown up. They weren't even grouped up
I think they had
enough. Did he have buyback? No, I guess he did. But in this situation, yeah, you're not going to know that. And it's just really hard to still take that team fight because there was only two heroes on top of the Clinks. Even if you get that Echo Slam, there's going to be so much more support. And like you saw, the Venge wasn't there in the Echo Slam. It's just easy. Venge swaps out, and then you can saw what happened. Astral Imprisonment, cancel Bane's Fiend's Grip. It's really hard to deal with all these heroes on the side of Cookies because 1, he can just lock you down with duel. 2, you have the Venge with swap save. You also have the mech and a god. Nice swap.
You're not going to be able to heal yourself through the astral orbs of this Outworld Devourer. With Keizu actually trapped in with the Deafening Blast, he's astraled up himself. Blinks away in 5 seconds, but he can also armor cover on, and with the 6 shot, he should be okay to walk straight past that Ice Wall, but it's not quite enough HP to withstand the damage of Prius, and this is Cookies starting to back themselves away. They're a little bit worried about what's going to catch them. Tornado a little bit short there, and Flens will get himself sent back by the Chen as he turns to fight into the base of the monster. Forward. Own. Runs Pablo. Pablo, he's 8-0. This is a big streak to take, and he nearly kills off Pwn and Gedrox in the midst of all of that. But 735 gold going to this Clinks. That finish off for Deslo, it does indeed.
Yeah, he just realizes at this stage of the game there's no physical DPS coming out from his team, and he has to just go all in, hoping that you're going to have a big Echo Slam, hoping that you're going to have, you know, a good Winter's Curse to really set up or lock down heroes while you're in the team fight. So, like I said, this is just very squishy. He's susceptible to all these silences, all these duels, and whatnot. But if they can get this Roche here...
Can they though? Can they though? Clinkers has a Desolator, so I guess they've got the damage in the minus level. But Zenigata is being forced out with this orb damage. The Cold Embrace doesn't seem to land. The gem is taken as well. Blink Echo catches 2 at Bone. He's got a perfect opening to bring down the 2 big hard carries here of Cookies. And now they can do Roshan Ryu. Now they can go into the pit and take down the big man.
It's well, we got another duel. We got you just jinxing it. Everybody's dying left and right. What is this vision here? They have high ground ward here for the. I think that's got out the Earthshaker there. I was like, why is he staying there?
Ground not dying fast enough. Cookies, they're ready to run in and fight. With the Clinks facing up against it. The commander, the damage output isn't good, and the Clinks is just straight up gone. Silence on the Moonshot will stop the Queen's grip, and Kezu gonna start armlet toggling away. Roshan turns to face the man looking at his butt. Bane is already dead.
I mean, they have to make that play though. Like, if you don't get Roche there, Cookie's is probably gonna get it. But the Earthshaker, after making such a huge play, he just stood there and gave the free kill over to Legion Commander. Oh man, that's gotta feel so bad because that was their ticket back into the game. And if Earthshaker is alive there, there's no way Cookie's contest. And with this buyback, good job. This is like all in right now.
Like it. Roshan is gonna go down and Clinks will take it. He's gonna get dusted up and he's gonna die twice here. Stunned up, Fisher blocks out the aggression. Down goes the Clinks and a good Winter's Curse, turns it back on the Plens. Sunstrike again, not timed perfectly, and this Clinks purge, held in the duel, taken out. The Mystic Flag just completely wipes off the face of the map as Eskill's on the hunt, chasing people down. Zenigata's up on the high ground, but it's Bane. It's the Moonshard Bane they want. And with a cripple from the Rod of Athos, they should be able to catch him. The Blink Forward and Kezu will jump straight on in, and the procs from Moment of Courage are just so easy.
Yeah. They just had another huge misplay coming in from the side of PRIES too. I mean, he could have used his Winter Wyvern ulti to really help save the Clinks, but instead he used his Gold Embrace, and that ensured the demise of the Clinks this for the second time. Just these little bitty misplays, it cost so much in the game.
Final lane of Rax up and standing down at bottom lane. Zenigata's Winter Wyvern hiding up on top of high ground, but this isn't the place you want to be. You want to be trying to get into this fight. Oh, hello Bane. Oh, goodbye Bane. 3 hits and you're dead. Cleanse is now chasing down the Earthshaker, looking for this idiotic hero that can try and blink Echo and turn back the tides of this Cookies push in. That's all they're thinking. Find the Earthshaker, stop him from blinking, and they're fine.
Oh, he got him!
They'll do it.
Hey, overwhelming odds.
Force down, swap back, good game call.
Wreck.
That's Invoker, giving up his own life. 27 minutes, Cookies take the best of 1 up against PRIES, and that is it for tonight for WePlay. The Samurai Champloo against Cookies game got postponed. So for now, say good night. There's no Americas matches, there's nothing left tonight. We're back tomorrow though, 2 PM CET, first departure against Redemption. A double header there as they play each other twice. Hellraisers against Na'Vi, Rocks against Power Rangers, Samurai Champloo against Ad Finum, and Ad Finum against